back to God. When I say back to God, you say heaven at last. Heaven at last indeed. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And follow us on amendments to SBC Constitution passes initial vote. The Wednesday morning session of the Southern Baptist Convention 2026 annual meeting included Dr. Herbert Mullers explaining why it was important for more than 11,000 messengers to pass this Truth and Unity Amendment. Mullers, president of the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary, proposed the amendment during the meeting morning session on Tuesday. Leading up to this year's annual meeting, Muller shared that he drafted the amendment to bring clarity to what Southern Baptists believe regarding women serving as pastors. Shortly after the morning session began, Muller spoke in support of his motion. He warned messengers against liberal trajectories and pleaded with them not to amend his wording. This is an opportunity for Southern Baptists to speak in truth, in unity, in conviction, consistent with our confession, is said. There is a great line that divides liberal and biblical evangelicalism, and you can see it on this very issue. The trajectory of liberal denominations is clear, it continued. The Southern Baptist Convention, in adopting the Baptist faith and message in the year 2000, stated confessionally that the office of pastor is limited to men as qualified by Scripture. Subsequent years, 26 subsequent years, have demonstrated that we need constitutional clarity on this issue, said Muller. This will allow Southern Baptists to move forward in unity and in truth, and I believe the Lord has brought us together in Orlando, Florida, to do just that. This motion is to amend the section of our Constitution defining a church in friendly cooperation with the Southern Baptist Convention. This motion makes it very clear that we affirm the historic Baptist understanding of the pastor, elder, overseer, he added. The structure of the language I have brought goes all the way back to the 1689 Baptist Confession, where the office and function of the pastor are clearly delineated. Moving on to our next update for tonight is housewife steals 2 babies for church dedication to replace dead twins. A middle-aged woman in Delta State reportedly stole 2 babies from different mothers with the intention to dedicate them in church to hide the shame of losing her twin babies. The woman, who was arrested by operatives of the Delta State Police Command in Nigeria, told investigators that she carried out the heinous act to cover her shame. Her husband had already informed the church that they were coming for a child's dedication and Thanksgiving service in a few days' time. According to her, her babies died a few days before the church Thanksgiving, but she kept it a secret from her husband and decided to find other babies as replacements for her own. Narrating the incident, the State Police Command spokesperson Bright Edafe, a superintendent of police SP, said in a video shared with journalists on Wednesday, I remember one time the command did a video about how parents should be watchful and mindful of their children. The police cannot be everywhere at the same time, whether we accept that as a reality or not. About 3 days ago, we had a very disturbing report about a woman who came in and said she wanted to buy granules. While they were looking for the granules for her, she somehow misled a 14-year-old who was holding her baby, and she went away with a 4-month-old baby. Prior to the adoption of this child, she had done it a week ago or 2 weeks ago, about thereabouts. She went to a roadside ticket seller and told her that she was looking for a house help. She established a relationship with the 18-year-old girl that had a child. Then one day she said, let me help you carry this baby and buy sweets from there. She ran away. Tell me how a mother would give a child to a stranger to carry a 3-month-old child. She was trying to manufacture twins in her own way. She kept them in a house in Uzere, Edafe added. The suspect, who identified herself as Joy, confessed that she resorted to stealing the children after allegedly losing her own babies. I got pregnant and had twin children. When they were 1 month and 2 weeks old, I left them to go to the market. Before I came back, they had used cold water to bath the twins and they both died, she said. My husband had already invited people for child dedication, so I decided to steal 2 children, a boy and a girl. I stole the first baby 3 weeks ago and later stole the other one on Saturday because the dedication was on Sunday, she stated. Our next updates for tonight, still in Nigerian news. Very dark man leads Tinubu must go protest in Abuja sparks fresh political debate. A popular social media activist and influencer, Martins Vincent Ose, widely known as Very Dark Man, on Wednesday led a protest in Abuja with demonstrators chanting Tinubu must go and demanding urgent government action over worsening insecurity and economic hardship in parts of the country. The protest came shortly after VDM's Very Dark Man returned from China, with videos circulating online showing supporters marching through parts of the Federal Capital Territory, carrying placards and expressing frustration over recent security challenges. The activists said the demonstration was aimed at drawing attention to the plight of ordinary Nigerians and urging authorities to address growing concern about safety and the cost of living. The protest attracted significant attention on social media, where supporters and critics debated the message and impact of the demonstration. Now, moving quickly to our next update for tonight is Adam Schiff to receive natural life sentence for crucifixion-style murder of New River pastor. Adam Schiff, who admitted to the heinous murder of Arizona pastor Bill Schumann and who planned to kill 13 other church leaders in 10 states, will receive a life sentence without parole after a judge accepted Schiff's plea deal. The pastor's son, Randy Schumann, has said the family is content with the decision. In April 2025, 76-year-old pastor Bill Schumann was found murdered in his New River, Arizona home, his body staged to resemble a crucifixion. 6 weeks later, authorities arrested Adam Schiff, who revealed the Schumann was merely the first target in a planned multi-state killing spree aimed at executing 14 total church leaders. Our next update for tonight is Iran targets Gulf nations with missiles after Trump claimed Tehran asked him to stop US airstrikes. According to a report from the New York Post, Iran fired a fresh volley of missiles at 3 key US allies in the Gulf region early Thursday hours, after American forces conducted a second round of airstrikes against Iranian targets. The escalation comes as tensions between Washington and Tehran show little sign of easing despite ongoing diplomatic efforts. Iranian missiles targeted Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait, repeating a pattern from the previous day following initial U.S. retaliatory action. Kuwait temporarily closed its airspace while Jordanian defenses successfully intercepted around 20 incoming missiles aimed at an area housing US troops, with no reported injuries there. In Bahrain, an 11-year-old girl was injured and debris from interceptions damaged vehicles and homes, according to the country's interior ministry. US Central Command described the American operation, which lasted roughly 4 hours and concluded before dawn over Iran, as striking the regime military surveillance, communication systems, and air defense infrastructure. Explosions were reported near Tehran, the port city of Bandar Abbas, and other southern locations along the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's Revolutionary Guard confirmed hits on a manufacturing complex, military barracks, and a local base outside the capital. In a Fox News interview with chief foreign correspondent Trey East, conducted during the strikes, President Trump detailed the scale of the U.S. response, noting 49 Tomahawk missiles launched alongside fighter jets operations against radar and air defenses. He claimed Iranian officials had directly appealed to him to halt the bombing while he monitored events from the White House Situations Room. Trump warned he would bomb the hell out of them tomorrow night if Tehran rejected a U.S. peace proposal. Next on our update is a woman allegedly threw a 5-year-old son into river after prophet claimed it was a python. A woman in Nigeria has been arrested after allegedly throwing a 5-year-old son into a river following advice she reportedly received from a prophet. The incident, which occurred in Ovia, Northeast local government area, according to accounts surrounding the incident, the woman sought spiritual guidance after struggling to have another child. She reportedly claimed her son had been unable to walk since birth, and that a seer told her the child was responsible for her fertility challenges. The seer told me that the child was a python, and that if I did not get rid of the child, I would either continue giving birth to children with the same condition or never conceive again, she reportedly said. She allegedly acted on the instruction and threw the child into a river. Community members later arrested her and handed her over following the incident. Now, moving quickly to our next update for tonight is Prince William and Salesforce want to use data and AI to combat homelessness. Prince William has announced a new initiative that will explore whether AI and data analytics can help identify people at risk of homelessness before they reach crisis points. The UK-based project called the Homelessness Data Lab is part of the Prince of Wales Homewards program and is being developed with Salesforce and charity Land Aid. More than 25 companies, including Bloomberg, Accenture, NatWest, and Vodafone 3, have signed up to take part. The idea unveiled during London Tech Week on Wednesday is relatively simple, many people showing warning signs before becoming homeless. Financial difficulties, relationship breakdowns, rent arrears, health issues, or interactions with support services can all indicate that someone may be at risk. The new data lab will examine whether technology can help those patterns earlier and connect people with support before they lose their housing. Over 430,000 people across the UK are currently facing homelessness, but there are challenges attached to supporting this population without knowing what the root causes are, charities argue. And Homewards believes that open data and AI may be the answer. Speaking on the AI Arena stage at the event, Prince William said that prevention is better than the cure in the fight against homelessness, which can employ technology to keep people in their homes. Homewards said the participating companies will develop projects focused on identifying risks, improving information sharing between services, and reducing response time. Exactly what data the Homeless Data Lab will use has not been disclosed. As the project develops, questions are likely to emerge around data sharing, privacy protections for vulnerable people, and the role of predictive technologies in homelessness services. Security and privacy concerns may be exemplified by the fact that Salesforce records have been involved in multiple data breaches, and the company is regular target of threat actors such as shiny auditors. Thank you all for listening to the season 3 news. This is where we'll have to bring it to an end, and then we'll be moving next to the discussion table. I want to tell you thank you so much for your time. If you have stayed on from the beginning to this very moment, or whichever time you joined this evening show, I say may Yah richly bless you. I appreciate your time so much. Listening and viewing from any part of this world, I want to tell you that may Yah richly bless you. Thank you so much for your time. It is so precious and important. And then I want to give special appreciation to my spiritual parents. May Yah bless them so much for all they are doing for this show and also for the kingdom. And then to my host for tonight, who is always the man on the desk with me, I say, may Yah bless you so much for Natal the minister. And of course, to all the team members, Bishon the apostle, and other members that I cannot mention their name tonight. I say, may Yah richly bless each and every one of you. So, as promised, yesterday we'll be looking into the Ebola issue. But then there are lots of interesting topics today, don't you think so? A woman dumping a 5-year-old baby into the river just by instruction from a prophet, and then a desperate woman who has lost a child. It's a scenario that has happened in the Bible before, and I don't know if they want to repeat what happened in the days of Solomon, but this woman so desperate. I don't know if it's mental issues, but she had to go extra mile. I don't know the people she wants to prove a point to in a church or in the sanctuary. But however, she has been arrested for stealing two babies to replace a dead twins baby. So a lot of topics to actually talk about. And then there is a lady who is lamenting online, I'm not going to pray to God again. And that is a trend. That is a trend because I noticed that when you go on social media or you even go on any media platform, you realize that a lot of people are blaming God. And the Bible actually spoke about that. People are saying that is God not there seeing all the disasters that is happening? People are losing their homes. I mean, they are saying God is to be blamed for all the happenings in their lives. No one is wanting to take responsibility for not trying to take heed to the instructions of Yahuwah, but rather everyone is tending to blame Yahuwah. Imagine if Lazarus, let's start from this one, from Natal the minister. Imagine if Lazarus had to blame Yahuwah for his sufferings, because he's one man in the Bible, according to the book of Luke, chapter 16. It's one man in the Bible that actually went through a lot of suffering. I know Job is one popular one, but let's look at Lazarus, because he even had sores and dogs. I don't know if anybody have had that experience in their life before. Dogs had to take pleasure just by licking his sores. And this man was so wretched. Imagine him just saying that, yeah, can see me suffering. But at the end of the day, he died, and angels. So I don't know how to put it for your hearing. Angels had to go all the way to pick his body straight to heaven. Let's talk. Let's really look about. Let's pause here for some minutes, okay? For Natal the minister, what do you think? Yeah, I mean, our Yahuwah is so wealthy. He could have given him all the riches in this world, but he allowed him to suffer. And at the end of the day, he sent angels, not an angel, not one. At least we heard about Moses that an angel went to contend for his body, but this one, angels. I don't know the number, but when there is a plural, then it could be many. And they went for his body. What do you think about this and people mocking and blaming Yahuwah for their problems?
All right, thank you. I'm Caribbean, the daughter of the prophets. I'm standing on the existing protocols, and then to all the men of God online and all our cherished viewers and listeners on all our social media and streaming platforms. Yeah, richly bless them and all the crew members. You know, topics like this are very crucial, and then very sensitive, because when you turn or when you look all around, people are blaming God. You know, when something happens and then you don't know who to blame, you begin to blame God, because God, you know, God will not come and challenge you, or He will not come and contend or say what you are saying. So they will channel all the blame to Yahweh, even though it is our mistakes. Yes, even though it is from men. You know, I'm citing Lazarus as an example, a man whose name, you know, wherever the stories of glory will be proclaimed, his name will not be left out.
Yes.
Yes, although he suffered on earth, although he went through pains, yes, He went through pain, sitting at the rich man's gate, desiring to eat of the rich man's table, the crumbs, not even from the food, the crumbs. But then he could not get. So this is what is happening. Even in our days, things are a bit they are a bit, no matter how tough they are, I don't you can't compare it to the days of old, because I was telling somebody some time ago that when you read the book of Acts, and then the apostles, they came back, and then they were happy that they have came before Yahusha. They were happy that they have also been found worthy to suffer in the name of Yahusha. So that is about we live in a day in days where people, they don't know God well. I'll put it that way. They don't know Yahuwah very well, because they serve him anyhow. And then after everything, they come back again and say they don't believe he exists. They want to serve him their way, and then after they don't see the manifestations of things in their lives, they blame it to him that he does not exist. He does not. Meanwhile, maybe Yahuwah was waiting for you. He had waited for you for a very long time, and you were not responding. Maybe we think we are responding, but they're not responding in the right way. Therefore, we wouldn't be getting results and answers. Yeah, always, like I said sometime, I said, Yahweh is always speaks to man, his children. Is either one, you did not hear, or two, you did not understand. It is either you did not hear him, or you didn't understand
But
him.
if you also want to look at it from this way, I think it's the nature of the old man. Because the moment Adam fell, the first thing he did was to blame Yahuwah, the woman you gave to be with me.
Yes.
After all, you are the one that gave me the woman. So it's your fault that I'm falling. So I think that it's actually the nature of the old man. That nature would always want to blame you. And that is the nature of the serpent as well. It will come to people and tell them that, don't you think that it's because of Yahuwah, that's why you're suffering? It's the same line even Job's wife took in, and it's like, you still hold your integrity, curse God and die. Why would she say that? It's because she felt like is the cause of the whole problem. So I think that is the nature of
the daughter of the prophet. A lot of men of God, to say, are also part of this backsliding, and then these yes, because the message, come and he'll make everything good, come and your life would be better, and the betterment of that life, men of here don't elaborate on it, that come and your life will be good, not talking about riches of this world.
They don't mention the long suffering.
You see, but then I wish those who followed him, made them to understand that, look, you also drink of my cup. They say, he told them, yes, I know you. They understood that this is what they will go through. They understood. But we live in a generation where people, because we want to pull crowd. Yes, maybe genuinely, maybe genuinely the person wants to repent, or maybe the person, but because of the messages we hear, come, he will, God will give you. Yes, there is favor. Yes, Yahuwah blesses. But then with the mindset of people, so when they go through certain situation, maybe it is of Yahuwah. One, like I said, he speaks, but it's either we don't hear or we don't understand. Maybe God is sending a message in that situation. You did not hear him. Maybe when he was speaking, you were not around to hear, or you did not understand. He spoke to you, and you go, you say, then Yahuwah. All the men they understood this, and then anytime they suffer, they understood that, no, I'm suffering. I know there is a cause, there is a reason for this. Maybe Yahuwah wants to, communicate. That is why the Hebrew young boy, they could stand it. Even if he does not save us, we will not bow. Yeah, they understood.
All right. Thank you so much for actually bringing that point. So in case you're watching or you're listening and you are going through a difficult situation, it's not a time to turn to Yahweh and blame him for that disaster in your area or for the troubles in your life. He may actually be trying to communicate to you. So see the good of it, okay? I remember one of the messages for a man of Yah. He said we should be like plants. No matter what you pour out to plants, they're still going to give you their fruit. They're still going to give you that side of them that is so beautiful. But because of time, the topic is so interesting. But I have promised, I don't want my listeners to say that you say you're going to talk about the Ebola. So let me give you a review of that update, and then in the next 2 minutes we'll talk about it, please.
If you got sick,
I don't know what is happening. I don't know. Maybe yeah, it's not permitting us to look into it. But let me just give you a brief of the updates because it's actually not coming out as I wanted it to come out. So these women were actually interviewed that if they contacted Ebola or Ebola, they're going to go to the hospital. But they said no, they would choose traditional medicine because they believe that the jab that they will be giving is also going to give them Ebola. Let's look into this scenario. Let's look at vaccine, medicine. Which is the best way for you?
As in the vaccines or the
Yes,
medicine.
the jab, obviously, because these women they are standing their ground and know if I have Ebola, there's no need for me to visit the hospital. I rather go traditionally. I go for herbs.
Mm. You know, in the book of Genesis, I don't think Jan made a mistake when he said we should heal ourselves with herbs and the plants. You know, but science came and then all sort of things. They discovered their own sicknesses and then they turned out to bring cure or whatever they
Yes.
call it. And then we are we are you know, when COVID came, we are still people are still battling. There are people still in court battling with the vaccines that came. That the vaccines has done more harm than good.
Yes.
And Ebola also came. And then we heard of Ebola circulating. We heard of it, oh, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and all of a sudden it went down, and then it has come up again. And now they are so what happened to the vaccination then? They
In the
didn't work.
first round.
Didn't that vaccination work? Or you have to go for, like they say, the jab you take about the COVID jab is three, I think it's three.
Yes.
Why would I need to take three? Why the first one wasn't enough? So and these people they are so much, they are so much evil. Should I say evil or demonic, to the extent that they want to pet. Why Ebola came Africa, you heard of it mostly in Africa. It was in Africa we were hearing most of them. Ebola, although COVID, we were hearing some of them in the European countries, but then it was hard for you to see, okay, this, although they were giving us the numbers, but we weren't seeing visual. It was only in Africa we were seeing people burying mass burials and things, but in the Europe we weren't seeing the mass burial. What happened? It was for us, it was for Africa, it was for those of us here. And then Ebola has also come, and they want another vaccine. So I think these women, what they are saying, they trust more in their.
For me personally, I think that they should even try. They should even try to embrace the natural herbs. They've not even tested it. I believe if they test it, maybe they will see results, or maybe because it is slow. The natural way it's long term, but when it comes to this foreign way of treatment, it's faster. But the most important thing that we are seeking for is healing. All right, thank you so much for your time. My time is up and I have to draw the curtains here. Yeah, bless you so much. Don't forget, for more end time updates, end time season 3 still news, end time updates, visit the Shiva Bible Hub. Until we meet again, I say may Yah richly bless you and I wish you heaven at last. Bye.
All right, yeah, bless you, Caribbean, the daughter of the prophet, and for this 360 news, wherever you have joined us from, we say, I will richly bless you for being a part of this show. Yes, you need to update yourself. You need to, you need to be informed of what is happening so that you would be, you would arm yourself for what is coming. Yes, you need to inform yourself for what is happening, to arm yourself for what is coming or what is happening or what will be coming. Remember, very soon, the news, the overall news, the news of all news that Yahusha is coming very soon. It shall come to pass, or it is still in fulfillment, and very soon he will be coming. So thank you, Caribbean, the daughter of the prophet. Right from here, we are moving into the studios. We are going to have a discussion. I can see the man of here, Pishon, their and yes, and as the producer. I don't know if you can hear me, Pishon, the apostle.
you for such a powerful news 360 news discussion. We also appreciate all those who have joined online all over the world. We thank Yahuwah for your life and we cherish you. We appreciate you so much. Time will not allow us even to mention your name one by one because we are all spread across a lot of platforms all over the world. One thing for sure, you are not here by chance, you are not here by accident, you are by divine appointment. Looking at unsung heroes, yes, unsung heroes, those are the people that by the grace of Yahweh, they are making lives better for others to live, making lives better for others also to have a way on this earth. There's one thing for sure. You see, in the local palace, in Akan language, you see, enam, enam ediaso, ena, ehuma, ehusru. Like, it takes a stick for a vine to get to the top. Yes, we are each other's keeper. And the heroes that we have had a discussion with them so far, by the grace of Yahuwah, they have been on top of what we expect them to be. But we know that there's still more room for improvement. And I strongly believe that today, even as here, we know that you are also learning something vital that will also help our hero. So today I have the two to call in, and Kobet the Apostle, some of our heroes that have been here. We have Kobet to call in because our Tetura the minister also, we know we have the chief, Tobe Gumadu, yes, from Peki Agbate, who also came. And also yesterday we have our own elder, which by the grace of Yahuwah is also doing marvelously well. So our own elder also like Sia Juan also to coin since he also have some link even in Tumu. So we'll have a panel discussion and we will move on from there. So Fanatea the minister, let me start from you before Tetra will come in, even as Kobe the apostle call in, Sia Juan also call in, and Elisha the prophet also call in. And all those who are here, I would like also to let your comment, let us see where what is happening even at your area. You might have an hero that you want us to uh, uh, get in touch with. That will also be of help even for the society and also for you. So Fanata the minister, so we are back on the unsung heroes. We are getting heroes. In fact, let's look at Fanata the minister. Let's look at the background to this very noble idea of trying to recognize what people are doing that are helping society. How vital it is even for us to recognize, for us to try to go into the places to get to try to acknowledge. The Bible says, "Give honor to whom honor is due." Try to get people, try to show them that indeed Yahweh have recognized their effort and we have also recognized their effort. Fanata, the minister.
All right, thank you, the apostle. Yes, it's a pleasure being on this great show. In the book of Revelation, chapter 2, when Yahweh, when he was speaking to the churches, to one of the churches, he said, I know your good works. I know how thou, and he mentioned that what they were doing, that he said he knows it. So, he recognized their works. Yahweh recognized their work. If it was today on this great show, we'll say they were the unsung heroes, because it was a very big thing for Yahweh himself to recognize the works of certain people, or certain groups of people, or certain church. Yes. So recognition causes, or recognition is, it stimulates the person in action to do more when his or her works are recognized, or when he knows that what I'm doing, okay, what I'm doing, that I thought I was just doing it, people are happy about it, it's okay to people, or people are seeing it. It's not that they are being ungrateful. Yes. So just as the Parateto says that appreciation is an application for more. So you appreciating them in one way or the other, by giving them recognition. Yes, by giving them recognition, it will stir them up to do more, so that they wouldn't be, they wouldn't feel, okay, it's like what I'm doing, no resources coming out of it, people are not seeing, I'm just toiling in vain, I'm just, no man would want to labor or toil in vain. So I'm Bishop the Apostle, I think this is a very key or vital point when it comes to this unsung hero, so that all those, I believe, the heroes that come on board, they will also see that, what I'm doing, I think, people are recognizing. I think then I have to man up and do more, I have to gear up and do more, so that indeed, if man is recognizing, I believe Jehovah will also recognize my good works that I am doing. Thank you, Bishop the Apostle.
Even from Peki, Faith Clinic in Peki. Yes, for all the great work that you are doing there, even in Peki. You are really our unsung hero in Peki. Kudos to you, and may Yahweh bless you. So, we are Jenim. So, let me start with Tetura. For since we start, since we resume the unsung hero, we have had a discussion with the assemblyman of Toko Republic. We call it Toko Republic. And for some time now, every day he has been putting the except on his status, which means that he has actually he appreciates it. Actually, he hold the program in a very high esteem, because the discussion that we had almost every day, you will see him put it on the thank to season TV, thank to back to God, putting a lot of about the program, and also our man of Yah is on his status. So, Tetura, I'm also asking you the same question, because I also know that where you are, through by the grace of your effort, we also have Togbe Gomado, who also the chief of Agbate. Yes, Francis Aye Gomado also came in. So let me start from you, from the uh, our assemblyman here. At least you have known our assemblyman. You have been here before moving to Peki. Let me start from the assembly before I come to the hero in your area. Do you think Honorable Joshua Amenyobe, the one who came, do you think that he is actually a hero that we supposed to let the world know?
Okay, thank you so much, Pishon the Apostle. I really appreciate the opportunity to be your guest even tonight. And I say, Yahweh bless you. And I want to stand on the existing protocol to thank Yahweh for the life of the prophet, who is the set man of this great show. Okay, let me quickly dive into what you have asked. Everybody is a hero. Everybody is a hero, despite that maybe eyes have not really seen what you have done. And all heroes, anyone who is a hero if you have not suffered casualty, you can't be a hero. You can't let people, or you can't impart life for them not to also suffer the same casualty that you have suffered when you were growing. So looking at Philip Joshua, I indeed, you see, in the kingdom of Yah and in this earthly kingdom, so I will differentiate two of them. But in random, I will call him to be a physical hero that we can see. The reason is, I have also known him. I have also worked with him when I was at Toko. Those times we are doing some communal labor. You see, he's a man who can mobilize people. He can mobilize people, and if you can mobilize uh, people because you have identified a specific problem, that is when you are a hero. So heroes are the people who identify problems. So I will classify him as a hero because when you check the Republic of Pando Toko, you see that uh, he has brought at least he have brought some change. I've been watching some of the posts that he has been posting both on his status on maybe Facebook. You will see that uh, Toko, the road to the hills, it have really changed. I saw how he was reshaping the road. Even uh, we also benefit some because it also entered to our side. So I would call him that he is indeed a physical hero that we can see when it comes to maybe the Republic of Bando Toko. Thank you.
That is Sia Tetura or Tetura Sia. So I'll also I'll come back to you on the Togbe, the one who is also doing marvelous work even at Bate. I'll also come to you on him. Then I also like Caribbean also to talk about uh, the Asempa Foundation. I would also like the Caribbean to talk about Asempa Foundation, how she was also inspired by what they have done. So we'll come to that. So please, you can send your comment. You can send your comment wherever you are. You can send your comment. Let us know. Bishop Moore, Yahweh bless you for joining. We thank Yahweh for your life, even in the clubhouse. Yahweh bless you for joining. All those who have joined in the clubhouse, you can send your comment. All those who have joined Facebook, YouTube, you can also send your comment. Yeah, your comment is very much appreciated. And we thank Yahweh even for your life. So now we are moving on to, yes, we are after the assembly. We also went to the chief. We also have a discussion with the chief as to what he is doing, even in the community, making sure he mobilized to get the classrooms renovated, making sure that doesn't wait for the government, make sure that get the water system for the town, making sure that even the clinic have a regular supply of drugs. All those one at his own initiative, not necessarily waiting for the government to come in. Yes. So by the grace of Yah, we had the hero even from Peki at that time. Yeah. So before we come to the minister, uh, the hero from Peki Agbate, from what he has said, and some of his lieutenant, or some of the people around him, some of the elders, what they also say about what is happening there. Francis Aye Gumado is actually a hero, even in Peki Agbate. I can hear you
how the prophet
Lessons have you learned? That is very, very, very key. That is very key. What lessons have you learned? So, Fanata, the minister, I'll be coming to that on some of those lessons. But Caribbean, as I said, we would like also to talk about the Asempa Foundation, the Asempa Foundation, or maybe you want to talk about even the yesterday we had our elder even from Tumu. Yes, Tumu, one of our own, even from Tumu, doing marvelously work there as our hero for yesterday. So, Caribbean, you can call in and we talk about either the Asempa Foundation by the Petrins or the our elder Edward Agbenu, all the way even from Tumu. Yeah. So, or anyone who is here, you want to, we want to know what lessons have you learned from these our heroes. What lessons have you learned from these our heroes? That would think that it is a significant that our man of Yah will say, take away. What are you taking home? What takeaway are you taking home? Even from the our unsung hero. So you can, if you cannot call, maybe the time will not allow you to call in. Maybe where you have it, maybe the network or the area that you have will not allow you to call in. You can actually send a message here so that we can have we can read out your message. That is also very key. That is also very key because uh one thing for sure in tree they also say something that so about this year Sansio Etudium. What means that if you see your brother or your sister beer on fire, make sure you fetch water and put by your own. What it means is that if you see someone doing also something good, make sure you emulate. If you see something bad happen, make sure you take precaution. So it goes the other way around. So if you see someone doing something good, you have to take away some key things from that person. So, Caribbean, the daughter of the prophet, Yahweh bless you for all that you are doing, even in the kingdom. So, I would like you to tell us maybe uh, the Asempa Foundation or even from our elder at Benu that we had yesterday, some key things that you think that it is worth noting or is worth emulating. Before we come to Fanatea, the minister, also to tell us some of the lessons that have been learned from these our heroes so far. Yes, Caribbean, the daughter of the prophet, can you hear me, please?
Can hear you.
Okay, so please you can go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Standing on all existing protocols, I'll just touch a little on the Asempa Foundation. I think it's a very inspiring foundation, seeing how they are showing the side of Yahuwah, which is the goodness of Yahuwah or his kindness to the people. Because according to scriptures, it was clearly stated that someone will say, you never came to me when you were hungry. When did you come to me when you were down, when you were hungry, or when you needed water? But it told them clearly that the brother you see, the sister you see that is in that situation, and you neglected them, is the same way as you have neglected me, just to paraphrase. So one thing that really touched me about what they were doing was the part that I think they visited a place. I can't remember correctly if it was Savannah or Adukrom. They said they had to talk to some of the youth there. They actually went there for something else, but they realized that they were having some kind of problem which would affect their work with Yahuwah. Some of them, youths of these days, some of them are into some kind of lifestyle that is not encouraging at all. So they realized first that they needed to, you know, counsel these people. These people need counseling, and these people need the mind needs to be addressed, which is a very good one, because if you can give a man food and if the man is not addressed, so you can say that I want to go to the street and give some people some amounts of money, and imagine that person is at this. The money you be giving, you'll be encouraging the person to remain in sin. As people of the way, we don't give like that. So I really love that initiative of them, of what they are doing. And also the one they also mentioned about some certain children in a particular market, they realize that they are always cheated. They, if you are doing something and you don't have heart for that thing, you cannot exhibit it well. There's no way you would give in your all, because for you to even be an healer, you should be able to, or for you to have the gift of healing, let me say it as the gift of healing, you should be able to feel the pain that the person is feeling. So if you're a minister and you have that gift, sometimes you understand that if you even come across somebody that, let's say, the person is having stomach pain or the person is having leg pain, one of the ways that sometimes Holy Spirit allow you to feel it. So sometimes he will not tell you that pray for this person to have healing over their stomach or their leg. Sometimes it just makes you feel the tension, the pain that of which that person is also going through, and that's where you are able to understand from the point of the person. You can put your heart into it. So when one of them was speaking and was saying that she have seen how they have been maltreated, how they have been deprived. Some of them were cheated. Some of them, some people just, because of the way they had, they want to, they are not fair with them. They can do something for some kind of services for them, and then they will not give them the right pay or the right compensation. So she has put herself in their shoes. She now understands their pain. So with that way, you won't rest. You won't rest. That's one thing. That's one thing that most people lack in this generation. That's why you see that they are so relaxed. Because even if you want to do something for the Holy Spirit, you should feel His burden. If He wants to act and act very fast, and then you are not feeling it the way he's feeling it, you will move very slow, and at the end of the day it will move to somebody else that can actually feel as he is feeling. So I really love the fact that they were able to wear the shoes of the people. They understood where they were coming from, and then the little they could do to support the people, they were able to do. I love it when I see people go extra mile just to make sure that people are okay, because at the end of the day, as people of the way, we should never be selfish. We should be selfless. And to be selfless, sometimes you have to even sacrifice either your time, you have to sacrifice something just to make sure that your brother or your sister is okay. So I was really touched by their story, and it actually hits me that okay, then as believers, in the little way you can help people, in the little way you can be there for somebody, you can feel their pain. You can also, as you're feeling their pain, then you can see that okay, there is something I can do for this person. Then it motivated me that no matter what, the Holy Spirit keeps allowing me to feel as others are feeling, then I have to make the move to just touch lives. Because if you're not touching lives, it's like as if it went about doing good. So we have to do more works. So if you're not touching life, is someone will say it's like Christ is no longer on earth, but he's on earth. He's still in earth, and he's on this earth walking about doing good. How? Through the Holy Spirit, through us that are vessels that the Holy Spirit is using. So for that particular episode, I was really moved and I was really touched. So also with the other the chief and the yes, the chief from Pecky, I was also moved by the things is doing as well, because if you are a leader and you don't even have the people at heart, what kind of a leader are you? So seeing that he, even though he never wanted the position per the story he gave, even though he never wanted the position, they insisted that he has to be in that position. He decided to wear it and wear the people as well. I love it when people are able to feel how other people feel. You're able to understand how other people, like, you're able to know that okay, this is what this person is going through. I really love it. So seeing that is able to know that okay, first of all, the youth, these people, they will need a place, a learning place. They will, even at the end of the day, he was even still talking about more problems for the people. You say give final remarks, but as a leader, he was still concerned. He was still concerned about the people that they are, is it they are lecturing, I've forgotten, yes, that is full, and they want to work on it. There were others that were bothering him. So you can see that this is a person that has the heart of the people. It deserves the shoes. If you are able to have that heart and see that there is a way that I can help, so that the people will know that somebody is really in their midst. So I was really moved by the chief in Turkey. And looking at what he has also done for the assembly, you know that this is someone that at least has a level of understanding. That is the little I can share. Thank you very much for your opportunity.
Bless you, Caribbean, daughter of the prophet. From Edukrum, when we were talking um, about the Asempa Foundation by the Petlins, where how they are able to identify even Edukrum. Yes, yes. Agbonye Edafi, Yahweh bless you for joining. We thank Yahweh for your life. May Yah continue to increase you and grant your heart desire for you. Patience Kwashi, Yahweh bless you even for joining. You are at a very good place at a very good time. All of our cherished viewers and listeners all over the world, we say Yahweh bless you. If you just joined it, we are looking at our unsung heroes. Yes, our unsung heroes. Yeah, the reload version. Yeah, the reload version of the unsung heroes. We have had heroes, and these heroes are individuals who are making the difference in their communities, in their societies, in their area where Yahweh has placed them. And by the grace of Yah, we have brought them to the studio. We have listened to them. We have seen them. We have heard what they are doing and what they have done. So we are in today edition of we are looking at the reload version. We are actually discussing what they have done for us. We believe that they have actually done well, and we believe that Yahweh will continue to increase them. So far as you also, even as you are watching and listening to us now, the purpose of this broadcast is to draw you closer to Yahweh. And how do you do that? Yes, I always believe that charitable service to man or woman is a charitable service to Yahweh. So he told them, just as Caribbean said, he told them when I was in the hospital, he didn't come. When I was in the prison, they asked him, Master, were you in the hospital? He said, no, if you didn't do it for these little ones, you have also not done it for me. So for you to be our hero, you have also one way or the other have to help someone in society. As you said, you can buy a house for someone, but you don't necessarily have to buy a house to help that person. You can buy a car for someone, you don't necessarily have to buy a car for someone. Yes, there are little things that we do that one way or the other give lives, give light. For light is life. So Yahweh bless you again for joining. So even when we are talking of Edukrum, I was in Edukrum by the grace of Yah during the Izor gathering. I was in it, yes. And Edukrum is one of the town. It's a proverbial something about Edukrum, and it's a very nice, big, great town, very nice town. But a lot of things spiritually. There's a very, very stronghold there. So even for them to identify that place and even go there and go and try to change lives, that means that they are going, actually they have identified a real place to go, and also even identify themselves, be part of even the porters, we call them kayaye in Ghana here, and making sure they go. They've sent some pictures, they have some pictures and some videos, but because during the program we're not able to show it, yes, they've actually done well. So those are some of the lessons that we have learned, and we believe that. But one thing that I am saying, that I always say, is that we did not ask them to go and do it for us to bring them to this show. That is sure. So you might not know what you are doing now. It might also be one day someone will recognize you. Yes, someone will recognize you. So we did not ask them to do it. It was not a stage, anything that is staged. It is actually after they have done it, that is where we also saw the result, and we also brought them here. So Yahweh bless you again. So I'll go to Fanatia, the minister, to also give us some key lessons, especially also yesterday we had our elder, even from Tumu, who is also doing marvelous well here, there, in one way or the other, also to help others also in society. So Fanatia, the minister, I want you to zoom in some of the key lessons, especially I want you to zoom in on Elder Adbenu. Yes, our Elder Adbenu, who single-handedly helped to uh, um, to help others, being part of a key pillar there, even in the assembly at Tumu there. If you have been to Tumu before, you understand where we are coming from. It's a predominantly a Muslim community. That's number one. Then number two, we to allow even your whole family to be part of a church, let's say the truth church like ours. It is not easy, because most of the time it is the ladies, women who hide and come and pray and go back. So for him to be seen as someone who is part of the church, is an elder of the church, is something that is a great step that he took. Then also uh, to also help stand out when the church or the assembly is having trouble, to stand out, because anything can happen to you. They can even come and burn your house. Anything can happen there, but for him to stand out for the church, that is also key. And one way also or the other, for him also personally, some of the members who he has helped uh, financially, yes, and any other way, financially, advisedly, financially, to help them. That is also a key factor. Looking at, I can see you now and give you 10,000 million or 10,000 Ghana cedis, $10,000. If the person have millions and he gave you 10,000, it doesn't make any difference. But based on where he was and how he is, and still supporting with financial, you will know that he's actually struggling to support others. So those are some of the key things that when I went to Tumu, I realized, and I know that this is a hero that is worth discussion. That's what I'm looking at. So Yahweh bless you, all those who have joined all over the world. Heaven Way Ministries, that is Menora the Apostle, Yahweh bless you. We thank Yahweh for your life. Yes, Isabel Edinam, Yahweh bless you even for joining. We are looking at our heroes in retrospect, or our heroes, the unsung hero reload. So when I say unsung hero, you will say the real hero. Who knows? You might be our next hero for what you are doing, even in community, because our next hero is actually definitely, we are coming back again to Accra. We are coming back again to Accra. We have an hero. We have not even told him yet that he will be our hero, but we will bring him to the studio. For indeed, we have found him to be a hero. Yes. So, Fanata the minister, Tetura, please don't go away. We are still having a discussion. We will be coming back to you. But I want Fanataya to also give us some few lessons, especially that you've learned even from even the elder from Tumu last night.
All right, thank you, Prishon. Thank you, Prishon the Apostle, for this opportunity. You know, it's a pleasure that I've been with you in the studios for this unsung heroes. Yes, and then I've been able to be part, even listening to the discussions. One thing I've learned that you don't need any special occasion to be a hero or to make impact. You don't need any special occurrence or any special occasion to be in your small way. Once you are making impact, I believe you'll be a hero. Once you are making impact in the very small way, you can make impact and then touch lives. I believe you'll be a hero to somebody. Yes. So looking at the life of the elder, our hero, um for in the house, his dedication, the sacrifice, and all that he has been able to achieve, or all that he has been able to do, being outstanding, and then making sure that the needs of people, all the he makes sure that people are well, before maybe thinking about himself, all boiling down to the fact that he is a true hero. So you don't need any special um occasion or special event, yes, to be the hero. In your own small way, in your own little way, you can. And one thing I've also realized is anyone on the path of purpose is a hero. Yes, anyone who is on the path of purpose is a hero, because in your purpose you'll be making impact. And once you are making the positive impact, I believe that you'll be touching life, and then you will be a hero to somebody. So these are the only points I can say that. First of all, you don't need any big occurrence to be a hero. In the very small way, or in your small corner, or wherever Yahoo has positioned you, you can be the hero there by making impact. Your location can be small, but who knows, your impact can be very great. And another thing is that anyone on the path of purpose, anyone working on the path of purpose becomes, or or indefinitely becomes a hero. Yes, without the person even knowing. Once you are working on you might not see it. You might think, oh, I'm just only fulfilling purpose, and then b- by the end of, well, before you realize, you have made a very great impact in the lives of people. So I think our elder, I'm not sure he knew that what he was doing. He thought he was only offering help in a small way. He can offer help, or he thought, okay, since someone is in help and then I'm there, and I can be of help, why don't I help? But he never knew maybe what he was doing. Okay, it will go a long way around. It will create an impact, or in the minds of the people, and then touch their lives. That okay, even as this elder is, or even as this person is, the way he offered, okay, why don't I pick up this quality and then also begin to also help people? In so doing, he has become a hero to that person, because he has taught somebody a way, or a certain way of life, that is, giving as part of the qualities of, yeah. Yes. So I think heroes, not every hero picks up shield and swords. Yes, some of them, and it's just qualities that makes them hero. And I think all the heroes so far, they possess the qualities of real heroes. That is why I think the unsung hero, we say they're real heroes. Thank you, Prishon the Apostle.
heroes or people to not to achieve their potential, which is very spiritual. Maybe discouragement, number one. Maybe the issues of the issues of this world. You see, depression, troubles, tribulation. There are things that some real heroes or some of the people that the way that they have done or they are still doing, they are discouraged and they don't want to continue again. You might be here like that. Maybe you have done something for your community, you have done something for your church, you have done something for your school, you have done something, but you believe that maybe you were not recognized. So you have even given up, you have even lost hope. You might be here like that, but I want to tell you that it is actually from the devil. So I want to ask Tetura to give us his thought about this, that people are discouraged, people are not on fire. Let me say, people are not on fire, but that is not your portion, because Tetura, know that anywhere you go, you are always on fire. And we thank Yahweh for your life. The devil actually find a way to discourage, because when you read the book of Joshua, when you read the book of Joshua, it actually gives you a scenario what happened between Satan and Yahuwah, and also what happened between Abraham. So, Fanata, please, if you can mute your microphone for it. Social media, if you can, yes. So, what actually happened? The book of Joshua actually give a vivid description of after Satan went to Yahweh and told Yahweh that Abraham cried, if you want, he will not sacrifice his only begotten son. He will not sacrifice his only son, he will not do it. Then Satan will also find a way to cause a lot of barriers on the way for Abraham, to discourage Abraham for not doing it. It's a nice story that I think some of us can even read it from the book of Joshua. Now, so Tetura, the Sia Tetura. The devil also find a way to discourage people, will frustrate
Thank
you so that you cannot achieve what you are supposed to achieve. Tetura, what do you have to say about that one?
Okay, God bless you, Pishon the Apostle. I really appreciate the chance to speak again. Uh, the thing is, in life, one thing I've come to realize in life is discouragement is everywhere. So nobody can escape discouragement, even the rich and the poor. So uh, from this side that we are coming, what can discourage somebody mostly in life is how the enemy uses his tools. Number one is blind you, is to blind you of pursuing your purpose. So when he blinds you of pursuing your purpose, that is the first point that the enemy will hit you in order to get hold of you. That is when you start looking around, you start observing things around. Maybe the people around you, they are not inputting anything, that is like you are the only one man show man. You are the only one doing it, that people are not helping you, people are not assisting you. That is when Maminim will come in, because the first point is when he blinds you. Imagine a blind man wrestling with somebody who have an eye. Imagine the kind of punch that the person will receive before the end of the game. So I see that it is when your eyes is blind to your purpose. Imagine that Abraham, that he did not know his purpose. Maybe what I actually mean is, I don't want to also bring it in the spiritual side, so that it will not be that we are too spiritual. Because Abraham have heard something. He have heard something. So that means that thing that he have heard, what he has heard has become his purpose. So he's pursuing it. He's going to sacrifice Isaac. So that is his purpose, to go and accomplish that thing. But in hereby is the case that people are not hearing, as my brother Fanatai was saying. It's not that Yah does not speak. Yah speak unless you don't hear. So what about the people who are not spiritual? That's why I don't want to bring it in the spiritual side. So there are people who want to become a president in future, and maybe that is what they want to become. Like there is a Somalia referee. He said his dream was to go to the World Cup, but Donald Trump and his officer, the immigration officer, they sack him back. You see, so this kind of thing can bring discouragement to him, because it's like the enemy have shut his mind that I have done the first one, it did not work. So the second point that I want to bring on board is failure. So failure is for you to regain and also buckle up and recorrect and retake it. So unless you fail the second time, that is when you know that you are a failure. So these things, from my side, I don't know if another person's side, from my own side, when the enemy blinds you of your purpose, of what you are pursuing, and the second one is maybe when you fail the first one, you think that is or no. When you fall, you stand. Thank you so much, Pishon the Apostle.
That is Tetura, the seer, all the way from Faith Clinic, even in Peki, in the Volta region of Ghana. Yahweh bless you all too soon. We are coming to the end of the show on Sang Hero, the reload version. On Sang Hero, the review version. So when you say the unsung hero, then you will say the real hero. Yahweh bless you. Yeah, we know there are thousands, countless of heroes, unsung heroes out there. That's why we want you also to nominate one. We will look at him or her and we will bring him on board. Whatever you are doing, for the one thing for sure, this the second yom, that is Monday, we will be coming. We'll be coming back to Accra. Yeah, we went to Tumu. We'll be coming back to Accra, and we will be bring you on Sang Hero. Someone by the grace of Yahweh has been in the background. Yes, someone by the grace of Yahweh has been in the background, has done a lot. When we come to uh, working for Yahweh, yes, on the background, especially on the media side, making sure things work. Yes, it is not everybody want to be seen on stage, but there are people who are actually working behind the scene to make sure that they are the unsung heroes, they are the real heroes. So this Monday, that is the second yom of the next Shabbat. Don't miss it. We will be coming back to Accra. From Accra, who knows? We might be coming to your community, because anybody you nominate, we will follow up. We will come to that person and we will make the world know that that person is the real hero. Yahweh bless you. May Yahweh increase you. May Yahweh continue to lift you higher, higher. But there's one thing for sure. Even as you lift others up, even as you cheer others up, there's that joy that it brings. Even as you nominate someone to be a hero, as you have seen the good thing in that person, one thing that you have to look at is, what are you also learning from that hero? That is key. You see, Yahweh told us that we should to a small ant. Even to identify the ant is a problem. Small ant. Some of the ants are very, very small. To identify them is a problem. So identification, it is actually wisdom. Yes, to identify the difference. To identify this is what I'm supposed to go and learn. This is what I'm supposed to get something from. It is actually wisdom. Yes. Wisdom is to identify the difference. Even as we are here now, the wisdom is ending here, but we will come your way again at 9 p.m. GMT for our emergency cry. Our man of Yah have started as part of the emergency cry, a season in the emergency cry, the glory, how you can see the glory from hell, how you can see others enjoying while you'll be suffering in hell. And that will never be our portion. The glory will actually enjoy the glory in the glory. We will not see the glory in hell. So make a date tonight for our emergency cry or the midnight cry and show me the exit door. What I saw in hell, the glory. And tomorrow morning, we will come your way again early morning, 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. GMT. That is 4:30 a.m. GMT. Yes, 4:30 a.m. GMT for the cool of the day family devotion with our mother Mama Blessing and our man of Yah, Prophet Jeremiah Banza. There's one thing I've also realized about the cool of the day, early morning, the cool of the day family devotion is that there is a prophetic prayers. Yes, our man of Yah leads prophetic prayers before our mother will join. They will also lead us to the prayers before the teachings, then after the teaching. So every part of it is important. So what you do is that if one thing I've also realized that if you set the alarm, don't put the alarm on 4:30. Because if you put the alarm on 4:30, before you alarm wake you up, before you wake up your wife, your children, before you get yourself ready, 5 minutes is gone. You might miss that early the beginning prayers. So I will advise you that set your alarm, let's say 4:20. So you can use the 10 minutes to organize yourself before the main, even on if you realize on Facebook, even we start even on Facebook around 4 before the 4:30 on Facebook and YouTube. Our man of year start early before even the main show start on in the clubhouse at 4:30. So make sure by 4 you are up. 4:15, 4:20, everything is set so that you will not miss the prophetic prayers even before the main as we start the main program. Yahweh bless you. May Yahweh increase you. All those who join all over the world, we appreciate you. We thank Yahweh for your life. My resource person for tonight, Ketura the minister, say Yahweh bless you. Fanataya the minister, Yahweh bless you. Caribbean the daughter of the prophet, Yahweh bless you. All those who have joined online one way or other, you are not able to speak. We say we thank Yahweh for your life. Kobe the apostle, yes. Fanataya the minister, we have Lomata, the wife of Prophet Semeglo. Yes, Adbonye Edafi, Yahweh bless you. Heaven Way Ministry, Yahweh bless you. Isabel, Yahweh bless you. Bishop Moore, we need to hear from you one of these days. We thank Yahweh even for your life. So we'll be coming your way. Yes, we'll be coming your way. So make a date. The unsung hero is weekdays. Weekdays from Monday to Friday, 6:30 p.m. Then we start 6 o'clock. The 360 news at 6 o'clock p.m. GMT. So Mondays to Fridays, 6 o'clock p.m. That is the 360 news highlight that we do. And I strongly believe that we are learning a lot from there. We are keeping our souls, we are keeping our life, even for the task ahead of us. One thing for sure, once you listen to to forewarn is to forearm. That is one of the parathetus from our man of Yah. Yahweh bless you again. May Yah continue to increase. Until we meet again at 9 p.m. tonight for our emergency cry. I say peace and shalom be unto you. So anytime you hear me, when I say the unsung hero, you will say the real hero. We want to especially appreciate the settlement of big grace, our man of Yah, our prophet, our life coach, Prophet Jeremiah Banza, and our mother, Mama Blessing. We thank Yahuwah for your life. And the team, all the team, kudos to you all. Yes, Fanata, the minister, Caribbean daughter of the prophet. Yes, Meritura, the seer, Shamaim, the apostle. Yes, then Regan Atama, we say Yahweh bless you. Then Destiny and also Habakkuk, we say Yahweh bless you for all that you are doing, even for the kingdom. Until we meet again, when I say the unsung hero, then you will say the real hero. Yahweh bless you. We'll meet again at 9 p.m. Bye bye.